need to have a little bit of yarn chat here today with the yarn that I just got yesterday from Joann Fabric. Their Halloween collection with the big twist line. They added 2 more colorways to it. This one is Spooky Season and the other one is Charging My Crystals. I had to choose one to start with, and the vintage vibes from this, just classic Halloween colors, definitely got me. Just sung to my spooky heart. Doesn't mean that I don't like the Charging My Crystals, and as soon as I'm done with this project that I just started last night, I'm gonna move right along to Charging My Crystals. That one actually had more in stores too, so I was able to get 6 skeins of the Charging My Crystals. This one I only found 4. I even got up a little bit early this morning too, just to check the stores around me. There was 2 that popped up that said that they do have it in store. I got a confirmation number, and then about 30 minutes later they said, just kidding, it's not in stock yet. Which does give me hope though that this might just have been a really early release at one of the stores. All the rest of them are slowly starting to put them out, because I would hate for it to be like last year where we got 3 colors and they were just incredibly hard to find. If you found one, like, stock up on it type of deal, and I don't like that feeling. Like, I like to enjoy the yarn, check it out, think about the pattern that I want to work it up, and then know that I can go back and actually work up that project. This one, however, since there was only 4, I grabbed all 4, still thinking maybe I could make some sort of sweater with it. So that's what I was doing all last night. I was just playing around with different stitches, seeing how everything laid. I didn't put this on my Addy machine simply because I only have 4 of them. If I would have had 6 or 7, I would then have had an extra one that I could play around with. But since I wanted to actually start a project last night, I was just kind of focused on that. Putting it on my Addy machine is really nice because then you can see the colorway in its entirety. I just loved the color so much, got so much inspiration for it, started working it up into a lot of different projects. I had some granny squares going, tried the V-stitch, the moss stitch, spider stitch. Like, I was just going down the list of things, thinking about making some accessories. I had some bags, some hats, some scarves. I was thinking maybe like a triangle wrap, I could do that too. Everything I would make though, I just kept coming back to, I really want this in sweater form. So anything else was not gonna be what I wanted. So I'm just taking this as a challenge now. If and when I find some more out in the universe, fantastic. But right now I'm just planning on, I only have these 4 and I'm just gonna play around with everything that I have. Decided to go with a fishnet design. It's a double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet repeat over and over and over. That way I can get the most surface area possible with the amount of yarn that I have. I mean, this is 1 sleeve totally done already, and I kind of love that it's gonna be a layering sweater now. The other one that I had in mind, it was a double crochet, but that was it, like just a flat panel front and back, and then the sleeves, the whole thing was double crochet on top of each other. This actually would look awesome with this shirt underneath her too. So yeah, it's gonna be more of a wear it with other items instead of just the statement piece as a sweater. Regardless, this is gonna be a statement piece. Let's not even joke about that. So I have this sleeve done. I also got a little bit of the back done too. I haven't decided if I want it to be like a V-neck or just a rounded neck. It really kind of depends on how much yarn I have left, which I feel like we're doing pretty good. So with the sleeve and half of the back done, I still have this little bit with 1 skein of yarn. Feeling pretty confident that this can actually get done with the 4 skeins of yarn. It is a little bit smaller. The Big Twist Value in the specific colorways, so they have Big Twist Value yarn, and then they have like just their solid colors. Those skeins are a little bit bigger than these ones. I got the cherry mix one the other day. That's a little bit smaller. So we only have 269 yards in here, or 4.6 ounces, which is cutting it very close for a sweater for me. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get ribbing out of it, so I might have to switch over and just use some of the Big Twist Value in black. I have a ton of that on hand. Just do the ribbing black on my sleeves and then on the bottom too. Originally I was going to do pockets with it. Since this is a totally different pattern, I'm not even going to have to worry about pockets, so that's good. I save a little bit of yarn there. Hopefully you're able to find this at your local Joann Fabrics or you found it online. Let me know if you were able to grab some online and then you did get a notification saying yes, it's being shipped out. Like I said, I'm gonna try that this afternoon to see if I can't get 2 more of these. In order to keep track of time too, I am definitely gonna throw on some Halloween movies tonight. This pattern is so meditative to me because I've made it many times before. Everything is written out. Like I know the sleeves, the front panel, the back panel. I know exactly the stitches since it's a worsted weight #4 medium type of yarn and a 5mm crochet hook. Those are 2 of my favorite things. It's like my go-to setup. Hello, lovey. The flip side of that, very easy for me to lose track of time. Really happy with everything that I got done last night. Basically just need to do a few more rows for the sleeve and then that's it. It's totally done. I'm incredibly happy with how this project is not eating up yarn. I have not even gone through 2 full skeins of yarn yet. I'm really close. So this is the other sleeve. I need to measure and count how many rows I need to go, but I'm gonna guess 4 at most. I just got really tired last night and stopped, but basically everything is totally done. Here is what I have left on that one, and then from the first skein, I have this little pile left. Did the front panel, then switched to a new skein, back panel. I just wanted the colors to be played out the entire way that the skein was laying it, and there wasn't that many machine knots in it. That's what I really wanted to investigate was, is there going to be a lot of that happening in there? Because it's kind of annoying, especially when I'm making wearables. I don't want to have a bunch of ends that I need to weave in. The only thing that I have to do is obviously the one that I started with, and then here, this is totally my doing. I decided to make it a little bit longer on the front. So when I was starting to decrease, which I just went with a V-neck, we're just doing that, I had to add 4 extra rows from where I initially stopped on the back. It was just going to be a little bit too cropped. I still wanted it to be comfortable, even though it's going to be a layering piece. So yeah, I have the front done and the back done. I'm going to seam these 2 together. Sleeve from yesterday, which one is that? There we go. Sleeve from yesterday, and then this one, it's almost completely done. I do everything flat instead of in the round. I mean, it would definitely be very easy to do that for the sleeves, just do a tube and then attach it that way. But when I'm doing these types of sweaters, I really like everything to lay flat, then use the mattress stitch, seam everything together. It just feels a little bit nicer too. I mean, there's definitely a time and a place for a tube sleeve. When I'm working it up on my knitting machine, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that because I have the machine. It's the perfect size for sleeves. I'm not gonna knit it flat. That would just make my life so much more difficult. Initially, I was thinking using black yarn to seam everything together. But now that I'm seeing the color all kind of worked out, I don't think I need to though. I think I can just go ahead and use this, and however the color lays is how it lays, because it's pretty much all over the place. Like I don't think I'm really gonna see any of the colors really, especially with the mattress stitch since it just lays together so nicely. It's not gonna be noticeable one way or the other, so I'm just gonna go that direction. That's all I have to work on for this project this morning, and then I can switch over to the Charging My Crystals color. And I don't know what I want to do with that. Initially, I was thinking a cowl and making it kind of like a witchy cowl. So basically a hooded cowl is what I was going to lean towards. But this project just worked up so quickly that I want to kind of do this again. I don't know, but I need to finish this full project first anyways before I get started in that. One other thing that was amazing this morning, I was checking the Joann Fabrics app just to see if there was any other of this spooky colorway, even though I'm not going to need it now. So the most that I'm going to use for this project is 2, maybe 2 1/4 of the skeins, and I have 4. So I can totally do the beanie that I wanted to make with it too on my knitting machine. So I don't think I need to look for any more of the spooky season, but I was just on there this morning seeing if they had anything else. One of the Joann Fabric stores had the jack-o'-lantern yarn and a bunch of it. I don't know what happened or why there was so much of it. There wasn't any of the other Halloween colors, but the jack-o'-lantern was stocked. And this is the one that I didn't get to see last year, so I had to run over and grab some. I am so happy that I found this one this year. It is just such a perfect jack-o'-lantern color. I have to make a giant oversized jack-o'-lantern sweater with this. So I did grab 6 of these. I didn't even look if they were all from the same lot. Also, this was from last year. Oh, it looks like they are from the same lot. Okay, cool. I don't know that it's going to be a project that I'm going to work up this weekend. It might be something that I need to finish up all my other little projects first before I get going on that one. These 2 new ones, I definitely wanted to work it up just to see how the color played out. If there would have been enough of each of these new colors, that's what I really wanted to do. I love a granny square cardigan, but we had to pivot a little bit this year, and I'm actually not mad about it because this never would have been made. I'm happy with it. I've been writing everything down. I know that I'm gonna make it again sometime down the road. If not with the charging my crystals, maybe with the jack-o'-lantern one. I don't know, but I'm just gonna get going on this one, finish up the last couple of rows, and then seam everything together so we can see how it looks. Still so impressed by how quick that spooky season sweater worked up. I'm just looking at all this other yarn laying around here and like, I don't want you as a beanie anymore. I want to make that exact sweater just over and over and over. And the way that the colors laid in it, sometimes when it's a colorway that has just like a lot of action moving on, it's a little bit harder to see it because there's a lot of space in between everything. No, I feel like this was perfect. So last night, I started working up, charging my crystals. I have this whole bag here because I started in the yarn dungeon, went outside. Obviously, I had to wear my spooky season sweater out. Had to grab some coffee, got a couple of crottatas, started working this up immediately. I have a little bit done because there's more to this story and I am not actually going to be able to crochet today. Like, this is it. So I have the back panel all completely done. Thought this might be a second, just like through and through to the spooky season. And I will still say I do love the spooky season. I'm very glad that I started with that one. But I actually like this one a lot more than I initially thought I would in the skein. I love it. It's very witchy. This is beautiful. And I'm going to wear this as much as possible. That was my problem. I didn't know if I was going to wear something that had a lot of purple with it. I have a lot of dark purple sweaters. I just wasn't sure because I mean there is quite a bit of white in here too, and the gray. Doesn't matter. I love it. Moving on. I'm gonna keep making this. Then last night as I was collecting everything to come back inside to just wind down for the day, I went to grab the door and it smashed my thumb. So I did grab the door, just not quick enough. I'm pretty sure it's only bruised. I was just kind of like comparing it. It's very warm, that's for sure. So I have a couple of ice packs on here. I might just like lay it on every once in a while. It's crazy. I never really realized how much I used my thumb in crocheting until I can't use it. I even thought maybe if I hold my hook a little bit differently, that'll do it. I mean, no, because this is the hand that I hold the yarn. So no matter what, it's constantly doing work, and like that doesn't even feel good either. So we're gonna stop doing that for now. Best case scenario, I just give it a full day's rest. It was only bruised. I'll be back and ready to crochet tomorrow. It's gonna make me very sad keep looking at this. So we're gonna put this down here because I wanted so badly to start working that up today. Honestly, that was all I had planned for today. So I very easily could have finished that one, but I'm not gonna think about that because it's not a possibility right now. So I just made a little chai tea. I don't know why I was feeling that. Very out of character for me. I didn't even have coffee yet this morning, just having a chai tea. Because everywhere I go, I smell cinnamon and nutmeg now, like every single store, every single place. And I mean, I was in a coffee shop yesterday. It just smelled like pumpkin spice explosion. I don't even know that they actually had a pumpkin spice latte. They had an apple cider something and an apple cold foam. That is what I wanted to try, but I was just so focused. I normally get a cortata from that place, so that's what I was getting because I was in such a good mood. I'm like, I'm just gonna stick with what I know and then I'll come back. It's not like that's gonna be the last time I'm gonna be there this fall season. Do have some mail to chat about. First up is from Pink Sheep Designs. I knew this one was coming. She made the announcement Friday the 13th that their Halloween mystery boxes were coming back. So obviously I can't show you what's in here yet, but how freaking cute is this box? When she sent me a message saying that she had decorated my box for Halloween, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so nice of you. That's so much work. That's all hand drawn. Evelyn, if you're out there, I appreciate the spooky Halloween touch, especially today when I'm just feeling a little bit down. There is a huge description on their site right now for the pre-order. They do a really good job of telling you exactly what's in the box without you knowing the exact details, if that makes sense. So like, you know you're gonna get a hook every single time. Like that's their thing. You're gonna get a custom hook. Last year it was a glow-in-the-dark crochet hook. Where is that? Oh yeah. And it's totally through and through a glow-in-the-dark crochet hook. This one is the size 13. Oh yeah, because I was working on a cardigan with this. Probably a good thing I don't know where it's at. Otherwise I would want to start working out. Because I just thought, I was like, maybe I can do it with a thicker, chunky yarn, but no, we're just gonna leave it. Every year, I have this on my calendar marked and circled to kind of watch out for it at the beginning of September to see if they're gonna do it again. Even though they've done this for 4 years, you know, they could just change their mind and not do it. But I feel like it's safe to say this is like an annual thing now. We all are just very excited about the Halloween box, just waiting around for whenever they announce it. I know a lot of people, including myself, like to collect the Halloween crochet hooks because they're limited edition. So it's a hook that comes specifically with the box. It's not something that's going to be on their site. Or like if they have extras, maybe it'll be on their site, but who knows? Like it's just designed for Halloween. 2024 Halloween Crochet Mystery Box pre-order. Surprise, Halloween crochet. I would absolutely give this as a Halloween boo basket for a crocheter. Like it's just whatever is in here, it's all packed and ready to go. And it's a good rounded box too. There isn't any yarn in it, but this year it does come with a pattern, which I'm super interested in. Okay, what is included in a Pink Sheep crochet mystery box? We have the limited edition 3D printed crochet hook or a small hybrid hook. Okay, so if you've gone to their site before, they have the jumbo hooks. That's definitely what they're known for. And recently, they've started to work with the hybrid ones. Ooh, the heat reactive crochet hooks. These ones are still available. Okay, I love that. You can see they have the nice big handle on the bottom there and then the aluminum crochet hook up on top. It goes all the way down to a 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. I did not know that because when I was chatting with Evelyn on Friday the 13th, she was saying how she does not like working with that type of yarn. Like she prefers the chunky, bulky yarn and up. Even a number 4 medium weight yarn, which is what I love, she's like, no, thank you. I will lay 2 of them together and then work up with it. Maybe, but definitely not my favorite. Which I totally love because we all have our things that's our go-to, especially with yarn and our crochet hooks. It's like with me, 5.5 or 5 millimeter crochet hook, medium number 4 weight yarn. Boom, there we go. Back to the Halloween mystery box, a crochet pattern that you will be able to use with the hook. So the hook size is going to correlate to whatever pattern we're going to see. Crochet related tools, Halloween themed notion. Last year, we, like I said, got the glow-in-the-dark stitch markers. We also got a cute little notebook that had a ghost on it and it was carrying a little thing of yarn. Pink Sheep Designs does cutesy Halloween really, really well. And I think they have some of their sweaters available already too. Halloween and crochet yarn themed swag items and other fun Halloween themed goodies. I really hope that other fun themed goodies is candy. Something else that they do underneath, it says, please let us know if you have any food or skin allergies too. So if they are going to include candy in there, I'll let them know if you have some sort of allergies, and then either they don't include it in there and they put something different, or they can accommodate with something different, which again, I think that is such a nice touch, especially for a Halloween box, because Halloween and candy, you know, they just go together. Personally, I think Halloween and coffee go together beautifully, but candy is a close second. The boxes are all gonna ship out the first week of October. So last year, I ended up getting my box, I think it was the second to last week in October, which was perfect for me. It was a fun way to kind of boost my morale because that time in October, there's just a lot going on the first couple of weeks of October, and then that last week, we're just really ramping up and getting ready. And I'm normally frantically trying to finish my Halloween costume. So it was nice to have a little package to look forward to. So check out Pink Sheep's design if you're interested in getting your own little boo basket for yourself. This next package that I got is from a ghoul, Jacqueline K. Before I even show you any of this though, I just need to say thank you so much. When I opened this up, my jaw dropped. Recently, very recently, I've been getting into spinning my own fiber. I did it all in like one day. Spun everything up that I had. I need to ply it still. But I was so sad because I didn't have any other fiber. Open up this package and they sent me some amazing Halloween themed fiber. They said, I saw you started to spin. Here is some of the fiber that I dye and blend. That is so kind of you for thinking about me. So looking forward to being healed so I can work this up. Okay, this one I have to take out though, because it's just so, it screams hocus pocus, you know? It fits in the yarn dungeon perfectly too. Look at that. Oh, that is so stunning. I'm not putting these away today either. Even though I'm not going to spin them up, I'm definitely going to have them out and just admire them until I can actually spin them up. Another super spooky one that looks like a different version of Hocus Pocus. We got a lot more yellows in this. This one is like a classic vintage Halloween colors. I couldn't tell you which one of these that I want to spin up first. All of them. Literally all of them. And then this one that screams killer clowns. This is why I have no idea which one do I start with first. That yellow is just blinding. Everything that I want in a killer clowns fiber. From here on out, this is the killer clown braid. Oh my gosh, look at that opened up. That is beautiful. I would love to just have them set around the yarn dungeon tonight as I'm watching some of my movies and stuff. But the thing is, my cats, they definitely love a good fiber braid, and Alanis is like the worst offender. She'll make a nest in it and then it's just totally unusable, and it would be so sad if that happened. So we're gonna keep them in these nice little packages here for now, but as soon as I'm feeling better, like this is gonna get spun up immediately. Oh my gosh, the killer clowns, and it's gonna go with my theme this year too. This last one, I have to open this up and show you. It's just not gonna do it justice by leaving it in this little plastic. Look at the intensity of that color. Screaming into the depths, and we just spotted a siren in the best way possible. The little bits of metallic running through this. Gosh, this is so gorgeous. Just incredibly talented. Thanks for hanging out with me these past couple of days. I will definitely keep you updated on this Charging My Crystal sweater. I will get it done as soon as possible, but we need to heal first. I hope you have a super spooky rest of your night, and I will see you ghouls tomorrow.